What is going on, YouTube? It is Flashback here. Today we're going to be talking about the a little update that the developers of Wreckfest did mention. And here I'll be doing some gameplay, just pre-recorded drifting around one of the old Destruction Derby 2 arenas. But the update is kind of a status update on the status quo, the future, what they have in mind, etc., etc. So without any further ado, let's get into this, and if you do want to see some more Wreckfest content, please remember to leave a like on the video down below, and I will be sure that if the support is there, I will be sure to make sure to get some videos up and out for the game. And you may also notice I might sound a little bit sick. I do apologize for that. I'm not sure what's going on, but yeah, I don't feel the greatest. Without any further ado, let's get into this here. So I'm just going to read it out, and I'm not going to put it over the screen or anything. I'll put a couple images up when the time comes, but for now, we're just going to go ahead and talk over the gameplay here. So, Wreckfest status update posted August 27th, 2016. That was yesterday, Saturday. Dear Wreckfest, it's been a while since our last update, and while we're still working on the next one, we thought it would be a perfect time to look at the current status of the game and give you guys some idea on what we have in store for you. As you have no doubt noticed, the development speed has picked up considerably this year, and we've now reached the point at which we will start addressing features that are still missing or otherwise lacking in quality. In other words, it's time to put in all that stuff that will make Wreckfest a complete game. Tracks. We already have a pretty nice amount of tracks in the game, and with a couple of new ones in the pipeline, the next major step is to bring what we already have to final level of polish. Mostly this means adding proper starting and pitting areas, crowds, a wider variety of props and other racing related set dressings. In other words, all those details that will make the racetracks seem like authentic racing environments. We've also been getting some feedback that the tracks are currently somewhat dull and don't offer nearly enough opportunities for crashes. We hear you. And we're going to add more props to enable that kind of gameplay. We just have to be super careful since we don't want the environments to look like you'd be racing in a fantasy world. Oh, by the way, we're also looking to improve the visual quality of the environments even further, and to that end we've already done some tests with using photogrammetry sourced assets. Boy, do they look great. And I'm going to go ahead and talk about these assets here real quick. So in the top here, you do notice what is the current work in progress, which looks a little meh. The shadows are really kind of bleak. Then you see the bottom one here, which has a lot more polygons and triangles, and it just looks a lot more detailed and quite a bit more realistic. Then we move on to the next section, which is cars. Yes, new cars. Everyone loves new cars, and we're going to deliver. In addition to completely new cars, we're also expanding the vehicle pool by adding race-ready folk racing versions of the existing cars that will look more rugged, offer better performance, and generally just be badass. The new versions are not replacing the old ones. Instead, the idea is that the player will start with a cheap version of the car and obtain gradually better ones during the single-player career. We're also working to improve the visual details of the cars, such as rust decals, to make them look realistic. Speaking of cars, handling is also something that we're constantly evaluating, but before making any drastic changes, we need to be sure that they are for the good of the game and that's something the majority of folks would like. This is also something that you can help us by giving us feedback. Career. We just mentioned career, didn't we? A proper career is something that many of you have been looking forward to, and it's not really surprising to us since for many players a proper career that will see you starting from the bottom and working your way up is the meat of the game. This considered, we're happy to let you know that we are indeed working on one, and it will mostly follow the traditional format where you play through a variety of cups, earning money and experience, and gaining access to gradually higher level events and better cars. Our goal is to make the career a meaningful experience without too much micromanagement that will hamper the core gameplay, meaning that we will be also reconsidering some of the features that are already implemented, such as part repairing and crew management. If something doesn't make sense to us or fit the bill, it will be cut or reworked. So now is a perfect time to voice your opinion. What do you like and what not? What would you like to see? User interface. This is the new user interface here, so this is just a quick photo here. We'll go ahead and read what they say. You're probably already used to the temporary user interface that we've had right from the beginning, right? It's something we put together very quickly and it has served its purpose, but we're actually now working on replacing it. The new one will be more modern, streamlined, and offer considerably better usability. We're looking forward to sharing some screenshots of the actual interface with you soon, but to give you some idea of the new style, here's a heads-up display concept. Not final, mind you. And taking a look at it here, I do kind of like the style. It's almost a little too simple for my opinion, but it does have some unique little variations in it here and there, and I think it does look nice. I'm not sure what this random floating mirror in the bottom is. I guess it's just a part laying on the ground, but I digress. That pretty much covers it for now. We know that many of you would like to ask about a specific feature, and yes, nothing is final yet, and we will keep on improving all aspects of the game based on the feedback we receive. As you can see, there's still work to be done, but most of the legwork is now done, so it's more or less a question of actually improving what we have and putting in what will eventually make Wreckfest a proper game. We're humbled by the fact that you've been sticking with us for this ride, and we're very grateful for your ongoing support. We're sure you'll love it when you will be able to finally see the game taking its final shape in front of your eyes. Most of us are on holiday right now, but we'll be back in full force within a couple of weeks. And that kind of wraps it up here. I don't really have a whole lot more to talk about, but I have a lot of recording left, so you can go ahead and just stop watching here, but I'll just keep the rest of the recording in it just to say I have no real reason otherwise, so I'll just stop here. I'll stop my talking, but I'll keep the video going. And I guess we'll go into the normal outro here. If you do enjoy any sort of Wreckfest content, whether it be update or mod reviews and such, please remember to leave a like down below. Leave a comment letting me know what you'd like to see with Wreckfest, and also let me know if you'd like to play some multiplayer with me if you have the game. Thanks to you so very much for watching. We will see you next time. Till then, as always, enjoy the rest of this clip and take it easy.